Say something for the podcast. Tell the people what you feel.
I'm just jazzed about being on the show, man.
You are listening to The Objective Jerk, where objectiveness is the objective, and I am said jerk. Yes, hello. Thank you for joining me. This is The Objective Jerk. If you'd like to email me, please do at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. Or you can message me on Twitter and Facebook, or not. What is it now? X. I'm on Instagram too, but I don't really get on there. It's just, I don't know. I don't, it just doesn't work for me. It's just kind of like I want to stop using YouTube and just use Rumble, but I'm so accustomed to YouTube. I've tried, I don't know how many times to use Rumble, to just use only Rumble, but I just can't. I always find myself going back to YouTube, and it sucks. But anyway, so yes, I am the objective jerk, but apparently I'm not objective. I'm subjective, as some people say, or in some other comments. I thought that was funny. Anyway, the subjective jerk. I guess kind of as things progress, my age and things that are going on, that is kind of the case. I've always kind of been, I guess what you would call not a liberal. What's the other one? Libertarian. I don't know. Always in the middle on some things, and then would go left or right depending on what it is. But I find myself leaning more right, more and more, because it's just the insanity that's going on right now. And one of the things that's insane that I kind of wanted to talk about was gayness. So, I, like a lot of people, didn't care, if people were gay. If you want to be gay or you are gay, hey, it's either there's nothing you can do about it, or that's your right, just, don't be trying to be gay on me or anything like that. That was just, that was kind of, and, I remember, gosh, how long ago was that when they legalized gay marriage? Let me look that up real quick because I don't remember. Let's see. So I've had gay friends. I still do, I guess. I have a nephew that is gay. He's a wonderful kid. He's a Gen Z, I guess. What comes after millennial? Yeah, Gen Z. So he's an idiot, but great kid. He's a nurse. He's working hard. But, I don't sit there and be like, you need to go to church. You're going to go to hell. I mean, sometimes I do, like in a sarcastic way, but I was never, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to look up when it actually happened. Let's see, same-sex marriage, get married, blah, 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 blah. Let me see, I'm trying to find out when it really kind of officially happened. Ancient. Yeah, it's been going on for years. Yeah, sin has been going on for years. Ooh, did I say that? See, before, back in the day, I was not, that was not my, damn it, I don't know. It was sometime during Obama, of course, but anyway. So, the picture of Greta Thunberg right on my Twitter looking at me. So, okay, let me start over, kind of. So, I didn't care one way or the other, wasn't hurting anybody. So, makes them happy. I mean, marriage is marriage. So if they want to be, married, that's their problem. You know what I mean? It's like, I think it was Chris Rock that was like, man, gays can't be in the military and can't get married. Who got it better than that? But now they're in the military and now they get married, so they screwed themselves. Anyway, so I didn't care much for it. Or, I mean, not, I didn't care, but it didn't bother me either way. You know what I mean? But now, looking at the whole spectrum of the current, society, I don't know. Now, if I could travel back in time, then I would be like, I'm against it. And I'll tell you why. But I'm also going to change a little bit. So the reason I'm talking about this is because I watched a video, and there's a video game that's coming out or is out. I'm not a gamer. I don't play. I used to when I was younger. The only thing I play now is like some Call of Duty World War II with my sons every once in a while. I don't know. Maybe I should try and get back into some gaming to get my mind off of whatever. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. So there's a game that came out, or it's like in this testing phase or something. And I guess at the beginning of it, you pick your pronouns. Like that, you have to pick your pronouns. So it's whether he, him, ZX, whatever the hell they do. And, people are kind of like annoyed and pissed off by it. And then some people are just pissed because, they're tired of all the BS in the news. They play games to escape the BS in the news and life, and they play a game so they can kind of relax and not think about the stupid crap that's going on. But then there's some that don't like it because this is a step. That you have people that are either like I used to be, who didn't care one way or the other, or you have people that support it and they're like, "What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Why is it such a big deal to pick your pronouns?" Well, I'll tell you why. It's a big deal now because when gays were fighting to legalize marriage, it wasn't a big deal. What's the big deal? Why is it a big deal that they want to get married? But then when you look at everything that has progressed since then, now you see why it's a big deal. A bunch of small, insignificant little whatevers, when you put them all together, it amounts to something pretty drastic and crazy. And it is a big deal. So now you have, trans rights and all this trans stuff going everywhere. You need to date trans people. You're a bigot. Or there's drag queens reading like dirty books in churches and schools and stuff to kids. And you see there was during Pride Month or something, there was a guy who had a microphone that was attached to his penis and there was a kid talking on it. It's like, what? No. See, that is wrong. That crosses a line. And that is the big deal. So it started with legalizing gay marriage. And it ended up where a 5-year-old kid is speaking into a penis microphone attached to a male. So do you see how that happened? You can't looking right in front of you, picking your pronouns is not a big deal. But if you look at the whole picture and what can happen, it is a big deal. So this is just another step or movement towards becoming something that is a big deal. So yeah, picking your pronouns in the beginning of a game, is that a big deal? No. But see, that's just, you give them an inch, they take a mile. So what's the next thing that's going to happen? Then they're going to do, okay, now it's like, I don't know. I mean, who knows what else it could be, but you have to kind of look at what the possibilities, the bigger picture, and how it's going to progress. And that's the problem, It's like, how, I don't know, they say it's not a big deal. What's not a big deal? It's like, well, technically, yeah, right now, picking your pronoun at the beginning of a game is not a big deal. But neither was legalizing gay marriage. But then look what happened. Dude, as soon as that happened, you had outcry because bakers that were Christian didn't want to bake cakes for gay marriages, and then it's like, oh, you don't want to let a trans do this. Now you got trans men kicking the shit out of women in every sport, which we said would happen, the day dumbass Joe Biden took office and started signing a bunch of crap is the day that America was fucking ruined. And that was one of them. And they said that. They're like, now you just ruined women's sports. And it did. It's like, I'm drinking coffee, sorry. But, you know, like I said before, I had no problem with gayness, you know? I mean, I wasn't like super like, oh, hey, no problem, you know? It's like I was a little uncomfortable when I was younger hanging around a gay person maybe. But, you know, I grew out of it and realized, okay, that's stupid. I had a friend, I talked about it before, but I deleted my podcast, so I'm going to talk about it again. Who came out to me in 7th grade, and I felt kind of like honored, sort of. You know what I mean? I don't know if I was the first person, but I was like, I think first kind of friend in school. Like we didn't hang out outside of school. We were just friends during school because we had like gym class together, and that sounds funny, but and then it was like after 7th grade school year, you know, it was kind of like a little party at a friend's house, and that's, you know, a bunch of us were all sleeping over at our friend's house, and we were in the tent. And so I don't know if he was coming out to me or he was trying to see if I was gay or something. I don't know. I just remember him telling me, and then I felt a little uncomfortable, but then I was just like, all right, man, that's cool. And nothing else was really much done or said that I can remember. Nothing else was done. So, but, you know, and then like I remember Brokeback Mountain when that came out, you know, I watched it, and even today, I think then I thought it was a good movie. Like it's just a well-written, shot movie. You know what I mean? It just happens to have two gay guys. And I remember my wife sent it to me when I was in Iraq. This was 2005. 2006 then, by then, I guess, actually. And so, you know, I get a box of movies, and we're like, hey, let's watch this Brokeback Mountain. So I'm watching Brokeback Mountain with a buddy of mine. And we had no idea, really. I mean, we might have kind of knew there was something, but, you know, we didn't realize what we were getting into until there's that tent scene where they just go at it, and we're just like, what the fuck? So that was uncomfortable to watch the first time, especially not expecting it, I guess. And now it's not as comfortable. See, but that's what you have to kind of look at, though, too, is that's what the pronouns, you know, picking the games in the pronouns is nothing right now. That's not a big deal right now. But then slowly it's going to be like, okay, well then you have to kind of, in a game, you have to be gay. You have to have a gay partner to complete a mission, this one set of missions. So you have to pick out of these, you know, and you got to pick one, and then you got to kind of do some stuff. You know what I mean? Who knows? But the thing is like it starts with little stuff to get you to brainwash you, basically, to desensitize you to that fact. Because compared to where I was when I was younger to now, it's like a lot of stuff doesn't bother me as far as gayness. But now, on another level, on another multiverse, whatever you want to call it, you got all this other kind of crap going on, and then that is annoying me and it's starting to bug me. You know, there's even a lot of like gay. I haven't talked to my nephew about it. I need to talk to him about it. But I did talk to a family friend or cousin that came here. He was visiting, and I asked him about the pronouns and stuff like that. And he had pronouns that he liked to use for himself, but he didn't make it mandatory that anybody else use it. And he didn't get upset if people did the wrong one. You know what I mean? Because the dude, he looked like a guy. He would dress as a woman, but he'd have like some facial hair. You know what I mean? Nice guy, great guy, or whatever. But and actually we get along. And so he's, so some of the people that are, I think what's going on is there's a lot of people who, so I'm working this out in my head because I have, in the last 6 months or something, I have found Jesus. I know I don't sound like it yet. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. Okay. I'm trying to be a good Christian, and I'm trying to teach Christian values to my kids. But I've had 44 years of being a non-Christian asshole. So it's hard to just totally cut it out, but I'm trying. And, damn it. Now I totally lost my train of thought. Dude, I was doing pretty good there. I was going like a locomotive, just going down the track. And then all of a sudden the bridge is out and my locomotive just went into the canyon. Damn it. So I was talking about, oh gosh, I know I was talking about normal. Oh, that's right. So Christians. So I'm battling with this because I've always kind of felt that people were just gay. Like it was, like maybe that was before I started reading the Bible. I was like, maybe that was God's way of kind of helping population control, is to just make some people gay so that everybody was not procreating, right? Who knows? But, they were gay. They couldn't do nothing about it. So why, persecute them? But today, though, a lot of people are, or as I kind of read and research more into various things, a lot of people are doing it just because it's trendy. Oh, it's cool to be, whatever they want to be. And even some, it's a turn on because it's naughty. Ooh, if I got with the same sex, that, you know what I mean? And it kind of a turn on, but they're not really attracted to the opposite sex. They're more attracted to women, but like for some reason they get a little bit more aroused with the opposite sex because it's dirty, There it goes again. So today, so it's like, I think you just have like a smorgasbord of just different gayness levels. And most of them, and then, you can find a stat that shows just within like the five years, the amount of gay adults or something just skyrocketed. It's like, what? How did just everybody become gay? Part of it, I believe, is, the medicine, the antidepressants, and all the other crap they give out there. I think that's a part of it. And then, like I said, a part of it is just trendy and, getting clicks and being, yes, queen, and all that kind of crap. So it's gonna subside at some point. It will. I mean, you look at like Bud Light and all that kind of stuff. It is gonna start to kind of. I mean, they already, they're not allowing trans athletes to, with women. They're gonna make their own division of trans athletes, which they should. Because I mean, how many women are transitioning to males and trying to join a male league or sporting event? None. Why do you think that is? Because you get these men who are average at what they do, but then they're like, oh, call me Cindy. And now all of a sudden they're at the top of the level. Like, and it's like, how do they compartmentalize that in their brain that's okay? I don't get it. I don't know. But it's the meds they give us. I'm telling you. So there's that. So like I said, I always thought there was people that were just born, and I think now after reading the Bible and watching other videos and stuff, and there's videos of people who were straight and turned gay, but there's also people that were gay and became straight. Like it actually, and there was back in the day they had the scared straight or was that just for criminals, kids that would get in trouble? Maybe that's what that was. But anyway, but they would have like these retreats, you know, for gay people to go to, you know, a thing, and they would sit there and, you know, you need to be straight, and this is why, and, you know, and I always kind of was like, I thought that was kind of messed up, and I still do, because I think that if somebody truly feels they are straight, but they have gay tensions or ideations or whatever you want to call whatever, they're not gonna. You send them to some camp to try and force the gayness, quote unquote gayness, out of them. It's not gonna happen. Not for the, you know, not until they're ready or really want to. You know what I'm saying? Or if they feel like, okay, you know what I am doing is a sin. I got to get this fixed. And then there's some people that have done that. You know, there's people out there that did change it around. You know, there were some that were trans, and thankfully they didn't get the surgery, so they could go back. And they found, okay, yes, it's a sexual urge. You know, it's just like pedophilia, or it's like, you know, somebody that likes to look at, I don't know, or like bestiality or something, like something with animals just turns them on for some reason. It's the same thing with like it being gay. It's just, I mean, that's kind of how I see it. Now, I think it's all, you know, and then, you know, some people realize it and some people don't. I hate to say that, you know, if you're gay, you're going to go to hell. I really don't like saying that. But I mean, it's what the Bible says. And I'm still learning. I'm only in Isaiah. I actually didn't read for like over a month. I had a really low bout of depression recently, and which is the best time to read the Bible. See, I thought I was depressed before when I was reading it. I was like, oh, let's keep it. But I think no. So I had I don't know, I didn't feel like reading anything. So, but that's when I really should have. And that's when I need to. I really have to kind of learn to just kind of push myself. So that's the problem. When I'm in my depression mode, I just have no urge to do anything. I don't want to talk about depression. I talk about that a lot. Anyway. But I mean, see, that's, you know, was depression part of the reason I looked for God? Yeah, you know, I took meds for 5 years. Didn't do anything. All it did was it just changed my depression. It didn't get rid of it, you know. And it's like, and taking these meds, it's like, dude, I got a pharmacy on my dresser, and it's like, dude, my liver's gonna go out on me. And so it's like, I'm like, I gotta quit this stuff. So I think therapy is good. It's hard to get here. I do have a therapist that calls me every like 6 months, and all he's like, so any thoughts of suicide? Any of this? Okay. You know, it's just like he's just going down a list, and it's just like he's not a therapist. It's, you know, you got to connect with somebody and really talk to somebody. So that's one thing I kind of sucks about moving here. I guess you can do like a telehealth with the VA, so I could talk to somebody over, you know, conference, because of, you know, COVID and all that kind of crap, that they opened up a lot of long distance kind of stuff. So I need to look into that, find somebody, because you can't just talk to just anybody, man. You gotta find that right person. Either somebody that has talked to many vets for a long time, or another vet, you know what I mean, that had similar experiences. That's the only way that you kind of will open up. So somebody just right out of college that, you know, oh, so tell me about your mother. What? My mother? Yeah, my mother probably has, you know, whatever, but that's not why I'm here. It's, you know, I have depression because of, I mean, I guess technically genetically from my mother, but what does that matter, you know? I'm sure it means something, but that's not the point. Anyway, that's it. I'm at 20. Well, I guess I keep forgetting. I got to figure out what's wrong with my thing here, because if I keep talking to like 27, then the audio, it just stops recording. I don't know why. But I do have to figure that out. So I'm going to end it now, but I might keep talking just to see where that's at. Anyway, so if you like what you hear, you know what to do. Send me some money. No, I'm joking. Email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com, or you can message me on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for listening. And if you have any advice and or comments and or rebuttals to anything I said, send me an email. I would love to read it and discuss it. All right. See you next time. Bye.